This video is a follow-up from our binary to decimal conversion. This time around we're going to be converting a number from decimal in base 10 to binary in base 2. We have the same binary chart on screen that we made in the previous video. If you haven't watched that one, it is worth taking a look at just to find how to do this process one way, since the decimal to binary conversion is a little more involved. Once you've watched that, we're going to go ahead and generate a number for us to work from. We're going to be using the number 203. So now we're going to convert the number from decimal 203 into binary. The first step to do that is to take a look at the leftmost section of our table at the number 128. If the number we're looking at in this column is less than the current number that we have down here, that means a 1 can go in that place. So we're going to do that. We're going to do 1 here. Now once you've done that, you need to take this number and subtract it from this number. So 203 minus 128 is 75. So that means we are now left with 75 in this value. We can for the moment ignore this 203. The next thing to do is take a look at the next number along at this 64. And once again, if this number is less than our current value down here, we can put a 1 there. Since 64 is less than 75, we can put a 1. And now of course we need to perform the subtraction. 75 minus 64 is 11. So that means we have 11 remaining down here. Now we're going to look at our next number along. 32 is actually greater than 11, which means we can't fit that in there. So we're going to go ahead and drop 0, and now we're going to move along to our next row here, 16. 16 is greater than 11, which means it can't fit, so we're going to drop a 0 in there. Our next row along is 8. Since 8 is less than 11, that means it can fit in, so we're going to drop 1 and subtract 8 from 11, which means we are now left with 3. We're going to look at our next row along, and this is 4. Since 4 is greater than 3, it won't fit, so we're going to leave a 0. Our next row along is 2. 2 is less than 3, which means we can drop a 1 in there, and subtract that 2 from 3 to leave 1. And of course 1 will equal 1 there to go into our last row, and this is our number. 11001011. 11001011 in binary is 203 in decimal. We're now going to do that for one more number just to make sure you understand. So let's generate another number here. And our number this time is 96. So we're going to make a note of 96 down here, and then begin looking at our table. Since 128 is larger than 96, that means 128 will not fit into our number, so we're going to leave a 0 in that place. Next we're going to look at 64. Since 64 is less than 96, that means we can in fact fit that in there. So let's go ahead and subtract 64 from 96. That leaves us with 32. Our next course of action is to look at the next row, and 32 actually equals 32, which is fine. That means we drop a 1 there, subtract 32 from 32, meaning we now have 0, meaning the rest of our columns are all now 0. 96 in binary is indeed 01100000, which means we've gotten the right answer here. Hopefully this helps you converting from decimal to binary. If you need any more help, please let me know. Thank you very much.